All right. On the screen, you all see 2 copies of the guide that we're going to be that I'm teaching the class from today. Okay. The 2 copies, the reason I have 2 copies of up is because one of the copies is the one we'll be reading from. And then the second one is the one that we'll use as the interactive guide. So you all can see the steps as we go along. If you all have any questions or concerns, again, post a comment. If I'm moving too fast, let me know in the comment area and I will slow it down. Let's go. Oh, also, if you all see the mouse tracking, forgive me. I don't know why I was doing that today, but it was kind of tracking a little, but seems like right now it's moving fine. Okay. Okay, there it is. It's tracking a little bit. No worries, because you all going to still get the information that you all need to get. So let's get started. Again, if I start moving too fast, let me know. Let's see, 1 second. I'm going to make this screen all the way large for you all and for me as well. Okay. This is the official and the one and only key to the system. Written by who? Me. Okay. Let me stop. But anyway, this is your 3-step do-it-yourself eligibility guide specifically for Houston, Harris County, Texas. All right. Copyright 2023. As you all can see, the publisher, my website, I'm sorry about that tracking, you all, but my website information, you all can always come back to this and you all can see the disclaimer. Okay. Going to keep it moving. Maybe if I press this, I don't know why it's been doing that tracking. My apologies again. We are going to go on to page 3 about this guide. Have you ever wondered if you're eligible to expunge your Harris County criminal record? And let me stop a minute. When I say expunge here, I'm speaking of clearing as well as sealing your criminal record. I'm speaking of both. Clearing is or destroying totally is an expunction, and sealing is an order of non-disclosure. So anytime you see expunge or expungement as we go, that is what I'm speaking of. Okay. Worry no more. This easy to follow 3-step do-it-yourself eligibility guide is designed to help you navigate the process of determining if you qualify to clear your criminal record. Written in everyday, understandable terms, this guide will walk you through each step, providing you with a clear understanding of what's required for expungement eligibility. The 3-step process, and it is literally just 3 steps, you all. 1, the first thing I'm going to show you all how to do is analyze your criminal history. Before diving into the expungement process, you'll need to gather information about your criminal history. This includes the specific charges, dates, and outcomes of your cases. Obtain your criminal records from the Harris County District Clerk's Office or access them online through the clerk's website and you all see the www.hcdistrictclerk.com. Now I'm moving this page up, and the reason I'm moving it up is because we're about to actually do this so you all can see it in real time. We're going to click the link on this side on the right screen. Once you click the link, it's going to bring you to this page. Now, because you all are first time to this class, the first thing I'm going to need you all to do is go up here. If you can see where the mouse is pointing, shaking, and doing everything, and establish your own account, new user. Once you establish your account, It's the weekend. Well, today is Saturday, but Monday, if you do it on Monday, you should have your account credentials within 30 minutes. They respond really quick. So establish your account. That's the first thing you're going to do. Okay. Now let's go back. We're going back to the left screen. Determine your eligibility criteria. Once you have your criminal history in your hand, it's time to identify the eligibility criteria for expungement in Harris County. Factors that may qualify you for expunction include acquittal or dismissal of the charge, completion of deferred adjudication, and I'm going to even add community supervision, meeting specific fine requirements since the completion of your sentence. Next, no convictions for specific types of offenses, i.e., e.g., family violence, sexual offenses, etc. Okay, the last thing is going to be consult the Harris County District Attorney's Office. This is the last step, but it's a magnificent step. So stay with me to the end, and you all are going to see this. All right, let's go. Well, let's see. If you're uncertain about the eligibility after reviewing the criteria, consider seeking guidance from the Harris County District Attorney's Office. They can provide valuable insights into your specific situation and clarify whether or not you qualify for expungement in Harris County. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, about that mouse. Oh, my goodness. Let me move it over here. By following these three simple steps, you'll be well on your way to determining if you qualify to expunge your Harris County criminal record. Remember, a clean record can open doors to new opportunities, so don't hesitate to explore your options and take control of your future today. I'm going to say this. I'm going to stop and say this for a moment. Please share this information with someone. My goal here is not to just assist you, not to just feed one person. I want you all to take this information back and we're going to feed our community. All right. So consider yourself fishermen and fisherwomen, because this is what we're about to do. Okay, let's go on to page 4. This is just the 3-step do-it-yourself test. Look at this as if it's a table of contents, because that's all it is. All this is a summarization of what I just got through talking about. Step 1, analyze your criminal history. Before diving into the expungement process, you need to gather information about your criminal history. This includes the specific charges, dates, and outcomes of your cases. Obtain your criminal records from the Harris County District Clerk's Office. All right, that's step 1. Step 2, determine your eligibility. Complete the online assessments by clicking on the links below. We're not going to click them here. We're going to click them when we get into the guide, farther into the guide. But the first one is the Harris County Clear Your Record Harris County eligibility test. The second one is Texas Fresh Start qualifications test. And these are actually online assessments. And then that third step is consult the Harris County District Attorney's Office by emailing your eligibility letter to their office. You do not have to speak with them directly. You do this via email. Okay, so no worries. Let's go on to page 6. How y'all like him? He looked like a little knucklehead, right? Okay, let's go on to page 6. All right. Now, this is step 1. You are going to get a copy of your Harris County criminal record. All right. Go to the Harris County District Clerk's page on the internet by clicking the following Harris County District Clerk. You know what? Let me go back. because I already have it up on this side. That's why I put up the guide twice, so we can do this from here. So now steps 1 through 7 is going to be where you start when you get to this page on the right. This is actually the interactive side. After entering the Harris County District Clerk's page, you will see the following image. Next, the following image. Next, follow steps, follow numbers 1 through 7 to get your case information. Okay, you all see this. That's over here. Number 1, first, you must create an account on this page. That's what I was just telling you all. Go to new user and create an account. Hit the new user tab and follow the instructions to create your account. After creating your account, come back to this page and log in by entering your email address. And I'm going to actually do it over here, you all. I'm going to log in so you all can see how this goes. Email address and password, and by hitting log in. And then you come to this page. You are logged in. All right, we're going to go back over here. On this page, hit Search Our Records tab. It will take you to the Search Our Records documents page. Okay, you all see what it says, Search Our Records? Let's go over here. There it is right there. And again, excuse my mouse, you all, but this is Search Our Records right here. Right there. You all just saw it light up. I'm going to click it. And we are in. This is some amazing information. Again, remember, we're not just feeding you today. We are feeding our community. So if you know anyone who needs to know what's on their Harris County criminal record, this is it right here. Okay, let's keep it moving. Now, this is the guide. Again, this is the actual guide on the left. And look at it compared to the page right here on the right. Same information. This is the criminal records page. Enter your information in the defendant area of this page. My apologies. If you all can see just a second, on this side, the criminal tab is up. I'm still on the civil tab. So all you have to do is click one over and click on the criminal tab. Now we are actually in sync. Enter your information in the defendant area of this page. Enter as much information as possible. Your complete name is required, but information such as your date of birth, the case number, and the SPN, the SPIN, are not. But if you have that information, it helps a lot. Okay? But the more information you enter, the better your chances of finding the information you are searching for. After entering your information, hit the search bar. Okay, what I'm getting ready to do is enter information here. Okay, what I like to do, even though right here it says start with, I like to hit that drop down button and click on contains. Because all the time, I don't know what a person's, they may give me some information, but sometimes if you don't have specifics, such as a case number, such as a SPIN number, or date of birth, the start name does not come up. But if you hit a contain name somewhere, it's going to figure it out. All right, let's type in John Doe. Last name, Doe. I always put the last name first. Then you're going to put a comma, and then you're going to put the first name, John. Okay, I don't have a date of birth for John Doe. So this is the only information I could put. But say I had his date of birth, then I will click where it says additional defendant filtering. And I will go here, highlight it, and put a date of birth in. Okay, 01/01/1999. And that's how you put it. But since I don't, I'm going to put that back up and I'm going to move down. Say if I had a spin, it goes in this area right here. If I had a case number, it goes right there. But I don't have a case number. I don't have a spin. I don't have any of that. So now on after hours, you all see where it says verification check. After hours is the only time they have the way you have to do a verification check. So it's Saturday. It's after hours for Harris County. So they require a verification check. So just put the number in that you see. And so it's 6. Oh, let's see, 6 U D Q N. All right. And then hit search. I don't know. Well, I'm sure you can see it. It's moving up here. It's moving a little slow. It's the weekend. So people are at home and the system may possibly be a little bogged down, but it's moving. So as long as you see it circling, it's searching for your information for you. Again, this side is the actual guide. So even though the guide is on the right too, but I'm using the right side of it as the interactive. All right, look you all. There is the search information that came up for John Doe. And the thing about John Doe, of course, John Doe is what they use as an alias for sometimes people who come in and they cannot get their actual identity. But eventually, after fingerprinting through the system, they will find out who the individual is. But this is an alias that they use. Now, if you look over here where you see the, let me stop the mouse on the right side. We are on the left side of the page. Now, if you look at number 4, on this page, first of all, look right here. You can see the information, case, style. You see the same thing over here, case, style. So this is how we're moving. On this page, locate style right here in column number 2. Number 2, find the link that reads the state of Texas versus, there you see it, the state of Texas versus. And even first of all, before you get to here, find which case is your case. You know, usually because I put in John Doe, a whole lot of different cases came up for different people. But if you put in someone specific that you're looking for, it should be, depending on how many cases, this right information should be specific to them, including, I have this blacked out, but it's going to have their date of birth. It's going to have the spin, just private information right here. So it's the state of Texas versus you or whomever you're helping with this process. All right. So, okay, the state of Texas versus you. The link also includes the spin, just as I was saying. Write it down. Once you see the spin right here, over here on this link, write it down because you will need it later to fill out your petition and other forms. Next, click the link to go to the case cause summary page. So we are going to literally, I do not like that this mouse is doing this, but okay. We're going back over here to the interactive side, and I'm going to choose this one because this John Doe, you see his date of birth, you see his spin right there. Then you see his date of birth, which is February the 2nd, 1994. And I chose this one. It's a felony. Anytime you see a court with 3 digits, that's a felony court. If you see a court with 1 or 2 digits, and please make note of this, if you see a court with 1 or 2 digits, that's a misdemeanor court. All right, you all, like right here, 10, that's a misdemeanor court. 2, that's a misdemeanor court. The 232nd, that's a felony court. And if you come over here and look at the offenses, you're going to see that. This one is criminal trespass. That M next to it means misdemeanor. Come over here. Come over here. Burglary of a habitation. That, see that F? That F means felony. Okay. So now, again, the reason I chose this one specifically, because I see that this case was dismissed. Anytime, even though you can see the word dismissed, let me stop the mouse. Excuse me. DISM. DISM means dismissed. But that's why I'm choosing this one, because this is a felony burglary of a habitation that occurred on September the 5th of 2017. So we're going to say 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. This happened 6 years ago. This was dismissed from John Doe's record, but it's still on here, as you all can see. Just as you're looking at it, if he was trying to get an apartment, if he was trying to get assistance, if he was trying to get a house, if he was trying to get a lot of things, they would be able to see his criminal record. Okay. So now we are going to click the link and go into his case. And there it is. Up here, you can see the case number, State of Texas versus John Doe, and it's 232nd District Court. All right. Now we're going to go back to this side. We're going to go back to our guide. The information on this page will be used to fill out the case information worksheet. Now, what you see right here where the mouse is moving, this is called the summary page. All right, let's go to it. You see the word summary? Click on summary. What you see on this side is the same thing as this. The reason it looks a tad bit different is because of the way I have my screen sized. If I had a full screen, it would look just like over here. All right, but it's the exact same information. On this page, the case summary page, you will find the case number. You will find the date the case was filed. You will find the status of the case. It was dismissed. You will find the offense, burglary of a habitation. The last item that was filed was a complaint. The case disposition dismissed. The case completion date, it was actually completed, finished, everything on January the 11th, 2018. The bond amount was $2,500. The next setting was 2/22/2018, and that might have been some paperwork or something that was being filed, but the case was actually completed January 11, 2018. Now, again, I'll look at my mouse. It's really dancing. Let me move it a minute. Ensure that you write the information from this page down. We're going to come to the case information worksheet. In this guide, you have a case information worksheet that you'll be able to document the information for each case. Make sure you use a separate sheet for each case. All right. Again, here's the court number. It's the 232nd. It tell you where this court is located, 1201 Franklin on the 16th floor. It even gives you the court's phone number. All right. The judge, Judge Josh Hill, and the type of case, criminal. All right. So we're going to go back over here to this side of the page. And we are going to move up. Well, let's see, number 5. The information on this page will be used to fill out your case information worksheet. Like I was just saying, before moving forward, take a moment and start filling out your worksheet. Again, the worksheet is included in this guide. I know you all just have a link to the guide, but you can download it and you can print it. All right. And you can share it. I'm asking you all to share it. Once you're finished filling out as much information as you can, hit the images tab to move forward. All right. Stop mouse. All righty. Right now we are at the summary tab. I'm going to keep going down. You see these are different tabs: appeals, bonds, activities, bookings, holds, criminal history, witnesses to this case, parties to this case, any restitution or fees that was required, next court settings, court registry. Let's see, 1 second. I really would like to get this mouse to stop dancing. Okay, anyway, my apologies. I can't get it to stop dancing right now. But it said right here, hit the images tab. Here is the images tab. Let's hit it. All right. Now, down here on the images page, well, let's go up on this side just a second because I would like to keep everything in sync for you all. Number 6, the images page will display all your case actions under the image number, which is right here, column. Hit the number to download and print the relevant order. You will need these orders when filing your petitions. Download and print these orders. Use them to fill out your case information worksheet. If you are unable to download your orders or no images appear, contact the Harris County District Clerk's office at this link right here. Stop a minute. Okay, 1 second, you all. Let me move it a minute. That kind of stops the mouse a little bit. Okay, but you all did see what it says. You're going to need this information to fill out any petitions, as well as you're going to need this information to fill out your case information worksheet. All right, so we're going to go back to the interactive side. What I like to always do, and this is just how I like to do it, but you all can do it yourselves. You can get familiar with your case and what's going on with your case by hitting the different tabs. Okay, the image number, you might find a charging instrument right here, probable cause, statutory warnings, all the way up to the order. The judgment in the case. For the judgment in this case, the case was dismissed. You see it right here. Click on that link and it will bring up how the case was actually dismissed. And I'm going to move this over here, bring the screen down just a little bit. Let's see if I can, might not be able to make it any larger, but I can zoom in for you all. But this is the actual dismissal, case dismissal, the state of Texas versus John Doe, motion to dismiss. The reason this case was dismissed because it was refiled. So this one was dismissed and it was refiled in another case against him. And that's the case number right there. So you all can find out a wealth of information that's necessary for your case or cases by hitting the links on this page. So I'm going to close out of here, but you can go in, take your time and come back and read this. All right. So let's close out and let's keep it moving. While you're here, note a few of the orders you will need to download and print are your case dismissal and discharge order, which you can find it on this side, on the interactive side, your case judgment order, placing you on deferred adjudication or straight probation, if this is your situation, your charging instrument, indictment or information, and then you can find out a wealth of other things that you may need, your bond paperwork, your probable cause of statutory warning, case reset paperwork. Just, it's a wealth of information over here. Okay. Let's go to page 10. Number 7, if there are no images, you can also hit Activities tab. So say if there was no images that came up on this site, you can contact the Harris County District Clerk Customer Service and request the information. There is going to be a fee for you to get the paperwork. But while you're waiting for them to send you the paperwork, which is most of the time all the paperwork is here, but sometimes it's not. But they will send it to you for like a fee of $5 or so. But while you're waiting, you can always come here to Activities. Okay. And as you can see, the same thing on this side is the same thing over here. And the activities are for each time any type of motion, any type of paperwork, any type of anything involving this case was filed, it's noted here. Okay, everything is right here. So while you're waiting on that other paper, while you're waiting on the actual paperwork, you can find out different things like right here. Here you go, right here. You see January the 11th, 2018. See 87 activity, dismissal, DISM. Okay, so you can get the same information by coming to the activities page. Okay, let's go. Examples of information you can obtain from the Harris County District Clerk's Office. Number 1, here's an example of a case summary. And you all just saw me look at the case summary because, again, you're going to use this information shown on the case summary page to fill out your case information worksheet. Okay, let's keep going. Here's another item, example number 2. Here's an example of an order image. Use the information shown on your order images to fill out your case information worksheet. And remember, when we were down here at, images, this is where you're going to find your orders. You see where it says the information shown on your order images right here. Order out. Well, anyway, order. And you can see all you have to do is click on the live link and you can see right here. Let's look at this case reset while we're here. And here's the actual paperwork that reset this case reset form right there. And you can print it out, save it, or print it. But you will need this information when you fill out your case information worksheet, because you're going to use your case information worksheet to fill out your petitions. All righty, let's keep it going. Now we are at the case information worksheet. Now that you have obtained your Harris County criminal record, which what we just completed doing, you're one step closer to expunging your past. The next crucial step is to complete your case information worksheet. This document will help you compile and organize the essential details from your criminal history, making it easier to assess your eligibility for expungement. Carefully fill out the worksheet using the information from your criminal record. Be thorough and accurate, as this document will serve as a foundation for your expungement process. By organizing your case details, you'll have a clear understanding of your eligibility and the necessary steps to move forward. The case information worksheet should include specific charges, dates of arrest and case disposition, court case numbers, outcomes of each case. Was it acquitted, dismissed? Did you get deferred adjudication, etc.? And do not forget to put your information, such as your name, your date of birth, your social security number, your Texas driver's license number, your address at the time of the offense, because you're going to need this information to fill out your petition. So make sure you include it. By completing the case information worksheet, you'll be better prepared to understand your eligibility for expungement and navigate the process with confidence. Take advantage of this opportunity to work toward a fresh start. With your criminal record in hand and your case information worksheet completed, you're well on your way to potentially clearing your past and opening up new opportunities. Don't hesitate to pursue this chance for a brighter future. Note, use a separate worksheet for each case. And this is it. This is the actual case information worksheet. Use one per case. As you can see, it has your personal information, your full legal name, any aliases you used before while being arrested, your date of birth, your social security number, your driver's license / ID number. If you have your SPIN number, put that down because you're going to need it. No, not if you have your SPIN number. You were able to get your SPIN number here. Okay, so you will have your SPIN number included because you're going to need it when you fill out your petition. Your race, your gender, current address, city, state, zip, phone number. When you fill out the address, this is just a note. When you fill out your address information, it's the address where you were living at the time of the arrest. If you go back over here to the summary page, the summary page usually includes the address. As a matter of fact, here it is right here. And remember, we're looking at John Doe. So as for his address, it's saying homeless, Houston, Texas, but your address will be right here at the time that you were booked in. So you can use the address that's over here to fill out your case information worksheet. Then offense information, the offense name, which is again over here, the offense date, the arrest date, the file date. Fill this information out completely because you will need it to fill out your petition. Case number, court number, name of the court, name of the judge, date of disposition, disposition type. Was it a dismissal? Was it a deferred? Was it an acquittal? Was it a no bill, etc.? All this you'll be able to find out on the Harris County side, on this side. Conviction information, date of conviction, sentence imposed, where you find, where you put on probation, where you put in jail, where you're in prison, length of your sentence, date of sentence, the date of sentence completion. Okay, if you were given straight probation, community service, and if applicable, start date of your straight probation, the length of your straight probation, the date of successful completion of your straight probation. I will say this while you all are here listening, please ensure that you properly and successfully complete your probation. Because if you don't, and if you're given an unsuccessful completion, then you will not qualify to expunge your criminal records. All right, deferred adjudication information, if applicable, if you were placed on deferred adjudication, completion date of deferred adjudication, and the length of your deferred adjudication. Okay, let's go on to step 2. Now we're going to go back. Remember, this is very important. Make sure you complete your case information thoroughly and accurately. Step 2. Determine your eligibility. Congratulations on completing your case information worksheet. This important step brings you one step closer to determining if you qualify for expunging your criminal record. Now that you have gathered all the necessary information, it's time to move forward and complete the online assessment. These assessments will help you understand if you're eligible for expunging your criminal record through expunction or obtaining an order of non-disclosure. Expunction is to totally destroy the record. Order of non-disclosure is to seal the record. Excuse me. The paper and online assessments will provide you with a comprehensive understanding of your eligibility by evaluating factors such as the nature of your offenses, the outcome of your cases, the time elapsed since the completion of your sentence. I'm stopping the mouse. Any other relevant factors based on Texas law. Now it said paper assessment. We're not doing paper assessments anymore. We're strictly only doing online assessments because this is the interactive guide. So, all right, completing these assessments is crucial in determining the most suitable path for expunging your criminal record. Be sure to check off all that applies to your case and to thoroughly and accurately answer all questions, as this information will be used to gauge your eligibility for expunction or an order of non-disclosure. With the case information worksheet in hand and the completion of your paper and of your online assessments, you are well on your way to a fresh start. Remember, a clean record can open doors to new opportunities and improve your quality of life. Stay diligent in your efforts to complete these assessments and take control of your future today. All right, let's move on. Determining your eligibility. Y'all see this little guy right here holding the stop sign? Right here. These are factors that could immediately stop you from expunging or sealing your Harris County criminal record. Okay. The first one, you were convicted of a felony unless your case was overturned, you were acquitted by an appellate court, or you were pardoned by the governor. This will stop you. If the felony resulted in a conviction as a result of deferred adjudication or community supervision probation, it may be eligible for an order of non-disclosure. So what this is saying, if you were convicted of a felony, unless your case was overturned or you were acquitted by an appellate court or you were pardoned by the governor, if none of that happened for you and you were convicted of a felony, this will stop you right off from getting an expungement. Again, though, if the felony resulted in a conviction as a result of a deferred adjudication or community supervision probation, you may be eligible for an order of non-disclosure. Number 2, you were convicted or placed on deferred adjudication for any offense other than a fine-only traffic violation at any time after your sentence was pronounced and during any applicable waiting period. Okay? You were convicted or placed on deferred adjudication for any offense other than a fine at any time that after the sentence was pronounced. This will stop you from getting your record an expungement. Next, you have previously been convicted or received deferred adjudication, including for the offense you are seeking an order of non-disclosure for. Any offense requiring registration as a sex offender, murder, capital murder, aggravated kidnapping, trafficking of persons, continuous trafficking of persons, injury to a child, the elderly, or the disabled, abandoning or endangering a child, violations of bond in family violence cases, repeated violations of bond in family violence cases, and stalking. All these will stop you. And last, any offense involving family violence or with the affirmative finding of family violence. These items, you can go back in and look when you're comparing it to your records, your criminal records that you got on your Harris County page. if you have any of these are automatic no-goes to expunging your criminal record, to getting an expunction or an order of non-disclosure. Let's keep it moving. Now, determine your eligibility. These are the online assessments. And remember, we are in step 2. And so here, complete the online assessments by clicking on the links below. Once you're redirected, take a moment to read the instructions and guidelines provided. You all, I promise you it's not complicated. Just read what it says and then follow the steps. All right. Number 2, proceed with the assessment, ensuring to answer all questions as accurately and honestly as possible. Your integrity in this process is paramount, as the accuracy of your responses directly influences the assessment of your eligibility. Number 3, after you complete your assessments, make note of your eligibility and move forward to step 3. All right. Here are the links, and we are going to go to the first one. The first one is the Harris County Clear Your Record, Harris County Eligibility Test. So let's click on it. Okay, let's click on it on this side. I'm going all the way back to the guide on this side. Let me see, did I take the guide down? No, it's right here. Okay, there we are, right there. Excuse me, you all. Here is the link. You all see this, the same page, this page and this page. So Harris County Clear Your Record, Harris County Eligibility Test. Let's click on it. Excuse me. It will bring you all to this page right here. This is one of the most amazing things, pages, websites that has ever been set up. As you all can see, just like it said on this side, make sure you read the instructions and you move forward. Now, this is the first thing that you're going to come to is say, do you have a criminal record in Harris County? Excuse me. You are not alone. Whether you have one record or multiple, your past should not last forever. Now you can find out if you are eligible to seal, your criminal record from the public, so you can confidently go after a job, housing, or an education. Now, let's go back over here to the guide. Number 1, right here, is specifically information for, orders of non-disclosure, sealing. But when you go through the eligibility check, it will tell you that you may qualify for an expunction, which is to clear your record. It will definitely tell you if you qualify to seal your record. So no worries. I know I'm saying a lot and I don't want to complicate things, but over here, when you go into this is a wealth of information. What I would like to do is, let's go right here just a second. You see it says check eligibility. Then you go, and right now, because a criminal record is such a private thing, I don't want to use anyone's name. I would like to show you all how this functions, but I don't have approval from anyone that I can use their names on this side. But if you go in, and just like over here, it said number 2, said proceed with the assessment, and this is an assessment. Proceed with the assessment, ensuring to answer all questions as accurately and honestly as possible. Okay? Your integrity in this process is paramount, as the accuracy of your responses directly influence the assessment of your eligibility. Once you get to this, once you're over here on this page, it's going to ask you different questions like, have you murdered? Or were you charged with murder? Were you charged with family violence? Were you charged with a sexual offense? It's going to ask questions like this. Did you serve in the military? It's going to ask you questions, and you must, in order for you to get an accurate assessment of as to whether you qualify or not to expunge your criminal records, you need to answer honestly and accurately. Okay. So again, it's a wealth of information on this side. I wish I could show you all exactly the information that comes up, but no one has given me privilege to use their name and their information on this side. Okay. And with that, let's go back over here to the guide, to number 2, Texas Fresh Start Qualifications Test. Let's go into it. I forgot I did it again over here. Let me go back to the guide on this side. Okay. Here it is. Texas Fresh Start Qualifications Test. And it's best to do both assessments. The assessment from number 1, the Harris County assessment, is really going to give you everything you need. But I also like to also check this second one, the Texas Fresh Start, because it has a lot of information too. So let's go. And this is where you come to. And this is the Texas Fresh Start. Can your adult criminal record be cleared or sealed? Find out now in this free anonymous session. This app will assess your eligibility your eligibility to have your Texas adult criminal record cleared or sealed through an expunction, which is a total destruction of your record, or a non-disclosure order, which is to seal the record. Okay, and it just goes on to tell you who should use this test and all of the information. And then you just click on, let's see if you qualify. And then step by step, answer all the information. And it's going to give you an answer once you've completed this. Okay, this is the Texas Fresh Start Guide. All right. Now, we're going to come back over here to the guide, and we are going to the last step in the guide. We are at step 3. And this is the most awesome part of the guide. I wanted you all to have steps 1 and steps 2 so you could become thoroughly informed on how to pull your information, document your information, and just get comfortable with accessing and using the Harris County District Clerk's page, okay, where all of the Harris County criminal records are housed. Any information that you need with your record, I just showed you how to access it. Number 2, step 2 was your assessments. Remember, we just finished 2 assessments. We finished the Harris County assessment and we finished the Texas assessment. And you all have the links. Both of them are in the guide right here. They're the links. So that's the 2 assessments. Now that's steps 1 and steps 2. And now we are at step 3. And this is your final step. All right. Consult the Harris County District Attorney's Office. Wow. You've successfully completed your online assessment. Your diligence and effort are greatly appreciated. Having accomplished this vital step, you're now ready to progress to the final step of this process. This last step is crucial as it brings you closer to potentially expunging your Harris County criminal record. In the final step, you will be consulting directly with the Harris County District Attorney's Office via email. Remember, via email. You don't have to call them. You will be doing this via email. Okay? They will review your criminal record and provide you with an answer to whether you qualify for expungement. If you do qualify, they will also specify which case or cases are eligible for this process. Upon confirmation of your qualification, you will then be able to move forward into the expungement process. Yay! Please note that every step of this journey is essential, and your continued cooperation is invaluable. The instructions for the next step will be clearly outlined on the next page. I urge you to read and follow these instructions carefully. Yes, my mouse just really like to dance. Remember, this is a significant step towards a potential fresh start. You all, this is step 3. This is the final part, but this is the icing on the cake, the candles that's lit, and the ice cream on the side, because this is where you're going to find out exactly what qualifies. And you all may say, why didn't you just give us step 3 and let us move? I want you all to know the whole process. If you know it, again, it won't just be for you. You can go feed the community this information. It works for everyone. All right. And we will move on. Here it is. This is how you consult the Harris County District Attorney's Office. Excuse me. The first thing you're going to do, is create a new email address. It's extremely important that you create an email address specifically for this process so that these emails from the DA's office won't get lost amongst your personal emails. Make sure you make it professional so that the DA's office will know you respectfully mean business and that you are 100% invested in this process of restoring your life. Okay. Number 2, after creating your new email address, compose a new email. Type the following into this email. And this passage right here, these words, type them into your new email, or you could just copy it from here. It's not letting me there it is. You can just copy it from here, all the way from good day. Let's do it. Copy it and paste it into your email. Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I have charges in Harris County that I'd like to see if I qualify to have an expunction or order of non-disclosure. If I do, please provide me with the petitions. Thank you in advance for your assistance in this matter. My information is below. Then you're going to put your complete name, you're going to put your date of birth, and you're going to put your SPIN, your SPN number, system person's number. And this information is already in front of you because, again, you filled it out on your case information worksheet. So you already have this information in front of you. And then you say respectfully, and then you put your name. All right. In the subject area of your email, this is what you're going to put: expunction / order of non-disclosure. It's number 3. And then number 4, send your email to, and if you just click on the link, it should pull up the, let's see, there it is. It should pull up like a direct email. This is mine. This is my direct email. This is what pops up anytime I click a link for me to send an email. So something of that nature. Maybe it might be your Gmail, might be your Google Mail, or whatever email, however you use your email. But once you click on this, that's what's going to show up. Okay. And also that's where you're going to type your information in that's up here. Then number 5, wait for a response from the DA's office via email. They will email you back. Depending on the DA, sometimes they'll email you back immediately, sometimes within a few hours, but usually no more than a day. So just wait on your email. And again, when you get that email, it's going to let you know if you do qualify or if you don't. And if you do qualify, it's going to specifically tell you which cases you qualify for. Okay. And let's move on. From me to you. I know that living with a criminal record isn't easy. So I send a heartfelt congratulations to you for successfully completing all 3 steps outlined in the guide. Your dedication and active participation in this process are commendable. If the Harris County District Attorney's Office confirms that you qualify for expungement, this is indeed a significant achievement and a potential turning point. This may involve 1 or more cases in your Harris County criminal record, marking the commencement of a fresh chapter in your life. Should you need any further assistance as you embark on the expungement process, please know that I'm here for you, and my word is truly bond. Whether you have questions, need clarification, or require support during this journey, don't hesitate to reach out. My primary goal is to provide you with the help and guidance you need. Remember, and I must say this before I close out, I am not an attorney, but you can expunge, which is to destroy, which is an expunction, or seal, which is an order of non-disclosure. You can do these things pro se, meaning for yourself. All right, I'm just here to provide guidance, so you're welcome to reach out to me. Remember, this is a significant step towards a brighter future, and I'm honored to have been a part of your journey thus far. Here is my name again, Shawn Lacey, aka Ms. Officer. This is my website.